watching your wallet. We are getting ready to close the books on 2024. So what should families be doing to prepare financially for the year ahead? Well, joining us now with some advice is Colin Evans of Evans Financial Group. So thanks for joining us.
Absolutely. It's our last kind of wrap-up segment of the year, and it's the holiday time, and just I love this time of year because I can watch Christmas Vacation as much as I want.
On repeat constantly.
I will get it in about 40 times, and I'm not kidding. I'm at 5 so far.
Okay, well, you got to make up some time because we don't have very much time left in 2024.
Unfortunately, they go all the way to about January 1 or 2, so.
Okay, good. Well, looking ahead to 2025, what do we need to do to start getting ready financially?
You know, you've got a great amount of time when we look at the kind of the holidays, and now that Christmas and New Year's are in the middle of the week, so there might be a little bit of off work time, a little bit more being on those 2 days, or you maybe have allocated some extra kind of off time. But a great thing to do is actually take a little bit of time, reflect on the year financially. Just take a look. Did we have any wins? Did we pay off some debt, or did we have any losses? Do we have anything that financially costs us money that we need to kind of make me get a savings account back on track? It's just a good time to review, but it's also a good time to really start planning. And if you haven't put anything in place, you got some time to kill. Maybe you could look at the financial future and lay some groundwork for your own retirement.
Okay, so while you're sitting on the couch watching Christmas Vacation, for the 40th time, you can say, you know what, we really need to look at where we can kind of cut back for the next year. Absolutely.
And we use a term called the SMART approach, and this helps really kind of just guiding for putting goals down. I'm a very, very big goal setting person, but you really have to visualize that and kind of put that up to where it's in the forefront, because if somebody just says, my goal for the year is to lose 10 pounds. Well, let's write it down. Let's put a specific timeline on it, because then you can actually make it, an actionable plan with that. It's like, my goal in 2025 is to save $1,000. You can kind of get overwhelmed just to go, how am I going to get to $1,000? Mm-hmm. Break it down into smaller bite-sized pieces. You go, okay, well, maybe that's $90 a month. Well, what's $90 a month? Now we're down to $3 a day. All right, maybe I could cut that, Starbucks coffee out, and this will help get me to that end goal. When we start putting these into smaller bite-sized pieces, it makes it more easy to swallow. Mm-hmm. When we're looking at something that big, and we're taking this, and my favorite phrase of eating the elephant one bite at a time.
One bite at a time. It's terrifying when you look at it overall. Now, when we're sitting down looking at everything, we're not just talking about savings. We might want to talk about stock of current portfolios, things like that.
It is, and it's a wonderful time. There's a couple things that we want to look at too, especially when we look at it from the investment side, your insurance side. Things change over the course of a year. Objectives might change. Your time horizon might change. Insurance is a great example for things to look at too. Has anything in your life changed? You could have maybe lost a loved one, and you might need to look at beneficiaries of that on certain policies or certain contracts. It's an excellent thing to double check, because sometimes that kind of falls by the wayside and people tend to forget. But it's a great time to even plan on this time with an advisor that, hey, let's do a quick review. That's what we're here for. We we like having these because we want to make sure that we're still tracking on the goals that the client wants, and say, hey, are you following the same path? Did anything major change throughout the course of this year that we need to pay attention to, or we need to be aware of, and we can make adjustments as needed.
Perfect, because before you know it, we're going to blink and you and I are going to be sitting here talking about taxes.
And then at the rate that this year, at the rate and the speed that this year went by, I'm afraid we're going to blink and I'll get to be watching Christmas Vacation again, but it'll be next year.
I'm right there with you, Colin. Have you gotten all your Christmas shopping done?
I have got the last one today that I've got to get wrapped up, and that was for my mom. So.
Okay, perfect. Well, let's turn you loose so you can make sure to go get mom's gift. Thanks for your advice, Colin.
Thanks for having us.